Welcome in everybody to another edition of NXT on Tap. I am Scalz, and tonight we are joined by the OG crew, Build a Future, the Ginger Ninja Jaxpo. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing pretty good.
Doing fantastic. I'm sorry, I just discovered something.
Oh boy, here we go. Does it have to pertain to wrestling?
No, it has returned to Twitter.
Oh no.
Oh,
You can't censor me over here, fuckers.
that would be crazy.
But so let's talk about tonight. Tonight
Yeah.
we opened up with Kelani Jordan. She came out, she had cut a promo. This is to me, I think this was one of her first promos I've seen her do that was not involving anybody else at first, like her just first promo solo.
Right.
And she did good. Like, I was impressed. And I think she's going to be a good champion to start off for this title. I just don't know how long she's going to hold it.
Yeah.
Is this going to be a short title reign? Is this going to be just so she could be in the record books as being the first? Will she lose her first title defense? We got lots of questions, but no answers right now. I mean, we did find out later in the show who her opponent was going to be. And that was due to essentially the next match that came up was turned into a pretty much essentially number one contenders match.
Yeah. Jada Parker versus
Because it was Jada Parker versus Mishin.
And Mishin won.
Mishin won, and she ends up being the person to challenge Kelani Jordan for the Women's North American Championship next week. So 9 days after the winning the title, she's already having her first title defense. So I'm hoping this belt will be defended a lot like this on TV going forward. Like, we're going to see a lot of it. What was your guys' thoughts in these first two segments of the show?
Kelani Jordan was a pick, man. Like that to me, I was a little caught off guard by Kelani Jordan being picked as the person to go for it. They're really pushing this NXT level up talent. That's the next come ups. So it'll be fun to see what happens. But I want to see where Shawn's going with it. I want to let it cook for a little bit, not a long time. Not here for a long time.
Bill?
Yeah. So I will agree with you. I will agree with you, Scalz. Listening to Kelani Jordan give off her first promo as a champion, and really her first, kind of like her first solo promo. She did a fairly solid good job. I think most the majority of the time she's been in the spotlight, it's always been with others being around her. But for her to do something like this on her own, she's doing great, and I think she's going to do a lot. I think she's going to do greater things with the Women's North American title. I just say,
what up, Will?
What's up, Will? Give you that little too sweet right there. All right, but yeah, she's. I feel like she's going to be a good starting. I feel like she's going to be a good starting champion. And then as far as Michin versus Jada Parker, this feud's kind of been happening for a while. We've already seen this thing going on for a while. And the fact that it's turned into a contenders match, and now she's going to be the first one to test Kelani. It's going to be cool. It's going to be something interesting, and I'm here for the ride.
Next, we had a backstage segment with Chase University, and let me tell you, where was this Thea Hale been? Because tonight, she put everybody in their place and was like, y'all need to fucking listen. And this could be the turning point to get everybody on the same page in Chase University.
It's about time.
It should be the turning point.
After that, we had the 6-man tag match, which had Gallus versus Wes Lee and New Catch Republic. I'm not going to lie. I was extremely disappointed that it was New Catch Republic teaming up with Wes Lee. He had a fucking opportunity right there with the new relationship with TNA, you had the opportunity right there to fucking bring the Rascals back.
Come on, where's Zach? Where's
Like,
Trey?
do it.
We need
If
Zach
they
and Trey.
don't, if this does not come from this relationship, I don't care what else happens. It was a failure in my eyes.
Just like, fuck you, all the hard work you did failed.
Because
Fuck you, I bing
how
bong.
do you not do that? It is the most obvious pairing out of anything going on between the two companies. Tell me something that's more obvious than having Wes Lee team up with the Rascals.
That would be gold. That would be gold.
There's nothing else more obvious that can work instantly. They've already worked together. Zachary Wentz was in WWE.
He was Nash Carter.
Like, it just makes sense.
He was this freaking dude. That's what's happening.
The match was a really good match, though. I'm not going to take away from the match.
Yeah.
Gallus, they work. And you know Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate are amazing.
SRS is like that Rebel, not Reba, was backstage at NXT.
What were you saying? What did you say?
What?
Who was Rebel known to be with?
Dr. Britt
D&D.
Baker. D&D.
He literally said, as we were watching near the end of the show, what if Britt Baker came out when Roxanne was there as her opponent? And now Will is telling me that Shawn Rossap is leaking out that Rebel was there.
Well, hey, baby. Maybe she's tipping her toes in the water.
Cam, NXT called. I like this better than Battleground. Crowd was more lively. So the crowd for Battleground was good. It's the problem is that is the AP,
the APA?
UFC Apex. The Apex is not known for its acoustics. Like the sounds there. No, she didn't leave AEW. Well, we don't know if she did. When was the last time we seen her on AEW?
Oh, wild!
She could have left AEW, but no, she did not. We were just speculating because you know it's fun to do that.
No, fuck yeah, she left AEW.
I am not being the one. I am not being the one to say
I
that.
said it.
Rumor.
She left it. Suck it, Twitter. Okay, I'm sorry.
We're just having fun.
We had a bunch of backstage segments tonight. Like there was a lot of stuff.
It's wild.
You had Jada Parker with OTM complaining about Mishin, saying that they're gonna have to go back at each other and try and fight. Then you had Brinley Reese with the two guys she with. Their names are escaping me right now.
Malik and Idris.
There you go. Thank you.
Shoot them up.
And she was back there, always in her bright spirits. But then she came out and she had a match versus Wendy Chu.
Yo, this like we went from like Dreamville Wendy Chu to Welcome to My Nightmare Wendy Chu. I'm just waiting for her to now go. I was just waiting for her to go. Hi, Brinley. You want to play?
And I love it.
I love it too.
This gimmick.
I do.
Just the little head movements like that she was doing in the ring. Yeah, like it's just she could play this because you gotta remember she was she was Susie, wasn't she? Or is that
Susie?
I think it's somebody from TNA. Never mind. That's my mistake.
I mean,
she was in TNA.
She was. I mean, she like in Black and Gold. She was Mei Ying. So
yeah, she would switch back and forth at one point. Is who I'm thinking of, but that's not her. But she could be that type of character. Yeah, Su Yung and Susie. You're right. But I could definitely see her being that type of character with this one, with having a multiple personality type deal, depending on who she's wrestling. If she's wrestling somebody that's the heel, she goes the face. If she's wrestling a happy-go-lucky person, she brings out the darker side. Like, it could be something along those lines.
It's gonna be like a Foley thing.
But
it could almost be like a Foley thing. You don't know which face you're gonna get. You're getting Mankind. You're getting Cactus Jacker. You're getting Dude Love. I don't know.
After that, we had Roxanne Perez show up to the arena. She was met in the parking lot
By
cut a pro-
Byron.
by Byron. He was asking her what she's going to be saying tonight. And then Robert Stone came out and was trying to intermingle with her to get the news as to what she's going to say. So you're probably going to be watching a while because she has a knee injury right now, and that's why they were doing those segments with her with the makeover was so that to keep her on TV while she's rehabilitating her knee. But with that being dropped, you're probably not going to see her for a bit. So we'll be glad to be seeing you in our chat every single week talking about NXT.
I'm sorry, Cam. I'm just
And how Brent Baker's coming to NXT, bitches.
the doctor.
You heard it here first.
The doctor wants to see you now.
Kiss my dick.
Anything you guys want to add in about the Roxanne Perez segment that was out in the parking lot? You know, the most dangerous place in NXT.
I think she's rude for talking to CM Punk the way she did.
Oh, I heard that she had a segment with Punk after they went off the air.
Yeah, Punk. She was doing an interview. Punk came over and was trying to give her some advice, and then she called him a hypocrite.
I mean, that's just. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's the heel speaking. Maybe it's not. I don't know, but Jesus, he can't get a break. Oh man, there's my idol.
So now we're going to get to hour 2, and this is where the shit starts to get really good. We open up with Cody Rhodes coming out, and yes, before you say anything, Will, we know. Cody Rhodes comes out. He starts talking about
AJ Styles holding so many titles, like.
He was talking about different things. He's saying about what he did to more about the chase and what afterwards, trying to talk about what Trick's going to do. And then Trick comes out and they're going back and forth. And Trick is like, how do you do this? And then he's like, well, I have news for you. You're going to be able to tell who your next opponent is next week in a 25 over the top battle royal. And it doesn't matter, and it can come from multiple locker rooms.
And this is where social media, where mainly the IWC, went wild with so many predictions. People say, "Oh, we're gonna get Leon Slater, we're gonna get Ace Austin, we're gonna get Chris Bay, we're gonna get this person." Like, chill.
Sometimes the IWC is too overzealous for their own good, because then they get disappointed when it actually doesn't happen.
Right. Dang, Cam asked, what if it was Tessa Blanchard?
I would not be upset with her showing up.
I wouldn't be mad either. This was the best mic work I've heard from Trick. He didn't stumble over his words and whatnot. He's got to work on holding up the belt for the hard cam shot, though. I mean, I'll agree.
Trick, yeah, like I don't like how he covers.
He is getting better. You got to remember, he's still pretty green.
Yeah,
in the business, he's been wrestling 2.5 years, like if that, and he's gonna get better. And as you can see, his mic work does get better. I'm just curious as to who we think we're gonna get in this 25-man battle royal. We already know 3 people that are involved. We know Shawn Spears, Ethan Page, and Lexus King. Those are the 3 that they announced pretty much on TV tonight when they were in the backstage segment later on with Cody Rhodes, and you had 4 former members of AEW on the screen at the same time. Who else do we think is who would be realistic expectations to show up in this? What's going on, Mike? How are we doing tonight?
Hello, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Who do you think would be good real expectations for showing up?
I don't know.
Prince Puma.
We're not getting Ricochet.
No, Ricochet's dead. I didn't say Ricochet. I said Prince Puma.
Ricochet Trevor Mann owns the name Ricochet, so he's not dead.
Well, he's not dead. He's just injured.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Honestly,
he knows
though,
that name, so I would not expect. I would expect him to use that wherever he goes.
No, but honestly though, the way he fell after being rammed onto that truck, I was like, "Damn, CTE
He got Rey
City."
Mysterio. He got Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, long dirty like a motherfucker.
Yeah, like it hurt. It freaking hurt to watch. But anyway, as for like plausible like candidates for this battle royal, damn. I was gonna say like, I mean, this guy did have a match later on. Eddie, I don't know. Eddie Thorpe would probably be put in there, but he's probably gonna get eliminated anyway. But
well, I'm not saying who's gonna win.
I know.
Who do you think is gonna be in it?
I mean, I think Eddie Thorpe to me could be a possibility, especially with the fact that he just came back today. It was first match in a while. Has been back since today. I feel like you could put Josh Briggs in there as well.
I don't know, man. Joe Hendry could be one. Jonathan Gresham could be one.
Yeah, that's true. Jonathan Gresham.
He is on the official thumbnal for WWE YouTube video. So
to see the octopus walk into that ring, oh my god! Especially with the ink, especially with his gimmick going on right now in his matches with the ink.
What if we get Sami Callihan back in NXT?
What if we get Moose?
Moose said he's too big to come down to NXT because he's already beaten people on the main roster for WWE.
Yeah, I would love Sami Callihan.
Which he has. He's beaten Drew
Death
McIntyre.
Machine TV.
He said that because
he's beaten LA Knight.
So if he's beating all of them, why is he going to go down to Why is he going to go down to NXT when he's already beating people on the main roster? That's what he said.
Good point. I have to agree with Moose there.
So if he's going to come, the only way he's showing up in WWE is if we see him on the main roster.
Yeah.
I would see Jax Alexander down there. That would be amazing.
The walking weapon. Oh yeah, walking weapon. I think Leon Slater would be a good one too.
Leon Slater could work.
Yeah.
Also,
I would like to see like people you were mentioning, Chris Bay. I think he would be a good fit.
Be a good one.
Yeah, Ace Austin, Chris Bay. Also both Rascals, Trey Miguel, Zachary Wentz, also good picks.
PCO would be cool. See PCO.
Cardona's.
PCO.
I would agree with you, Mike, but Cardona is injured. He has a torn pectoral muscle, so he won't be wrestling for the next 4 to 6 months.
And he's not going to pull off a Cody Rhodes.
No, he already had the surgery.
Oh, I know.
So that Cody was pre-surgery.
I mean, I'll say this. This would be a crazy one. Speedball Mike Bailey.
That'd be cool.
I would love to see him in NXT.
Mike Bailey. Oh man, the things you could do with Mike Bailey in an NXT ring. Oh man, what about Hawkins? Brian Myers is currently one of the TNA Tag Team Champions alongside Eddie Edwards in the system. They will be facing the Nemeth brothers on Friday, which I will be attending in person.
Oh, so you're probably going to see an NXT talent show up to challenge Jordan Grace.
Yeah, I mean, and I've seen the addition of new matches because I mean I've seen Macklin and Santana versus the Rascals, and I've seen Eric Young and Josh Alexander. They're having a match with ABC.
I need you to rush the ring, Phil. Like just fucking bum rush and spear somebody.
Off the top, medium.
Are you
jump the ropes and slap fucking
It's sold out. The event's sold out, so it should be a good event.
No,
are you going on Saturday night too for the tapings? Is that still in Chicago or is that in a different area?
Against all odds, it's still in Chicago. They're doing it at like a smaller venue. It's at Cicero Stadium in Cicero, which is like kind of
the next night they're taping for the next set of
I
tapes.
don't exactly know where they're taping that one. They might be taping it at the same place. I am not sure.
Cam's finishing move.
The beard crusher.
That's awesome. All right, so let's get back on track. The next segment we had was Dante Chen in the back walking around with the Singapore cane, which led to the Dante Chen versus Lexus King match.
Yeah, the Singapore cane match. Yeah, do look like Sub-Zero for a minute.
This match was good.
It was great.
This.
I liked this. I liked this. I was just a little shocked that Lexus King came out the winner, but
see, but he's lost the last 2 times to him, so that
makes sense. True. It's true.
Lexus King has been counting the lights a lot lately, and he's still getting over his fucking NXT.
I like me some Lexus King, man.
Intellectuals.
Cam, this was a slapper, but when they first started, when Lexus King was coming out, Dante Chen just came out from behind him and hit them with cane like
Sub-Zero.
I did not see that out of anywhere. But I was excited. This match was good. I was glad that Lexus King finally got a win. It was good to see him back on top there. Then we had Eddie Thorpe versus Tavion Heights.
This was the first time we saw Tavion Heights on NXT since the breakout tournament.
And this is the first time we've seen Eddie Thorpe in a long time because he's been injured.
Mm-hmm.
And we know Eddie Thorpe can work. Like, he's a great wrestler. They just don't showcase him enough.
Yeah.
The interesting part that I got from this match after everything happened was the backstage segment you had with Charlie Dempsey, Damon Kemp, and
Miles Bourne.
And Charlie Dempsey's like, go get him and bring him back here. Talk about Tavion to try and recruit him to come into No Quarter Catch Crew.
Right. And then Cam, to answer your question, Ike Manjiro got released.
Charlie Dempsey's trying to make this too much like the family. Talk about capiche and doing all these other things. Like he's trying so hard to make this like the family. He's not trying to do it on his own. He's trying to mimic it after somebody else. And what this is going to lead to is we're going to see
Papa Will
take over and be the new leader of the No Quarter Catch Crew.
Oh man, that's going to be so good.
Yeah, the capiche things.
Capiche.
It's going to happen. It'll happen soon, Cam, but I just love how they're building up the story with this. Because eventually it will happen where Regal shows up and just beats the shit out of Dempsey and knocks some sense back into him.
Hey, what? What the? Holy hell! That's William Regal.
Anything you guys want to add about this?
We'll check Discord.
That's funny, Will. That's a great picture.
Damn.
Next, we had the backstage segment with Axiom and Nathan Frazier and Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. And they were showing pictures of when they were celebrating their victory over the Good Brothers. And then this turned into being about the Heritage Cup when Tony D'Angelo and the family walked over. What did you think of this, Phil?
I mean, I'm gonna be part of the. I'm still gonna be part of the family through and through. But I mean, it was a cool little segment to set things up for a possible for like a future match. I don't know exactly. I'm not sure exactly who they're going to have go up against Tony down the road, but I mean, I think it's still going to be a good match regardless.
Well, it definitely was set up to be Nathan Frazier. He was staring at that cup like it was nobody's business.
Yeah.
And then he said, and then Axiom was like, well, we're still tag team champs, right? He goes, well, I could do both.
Yeah.
So are we going to see...
Was that The Rock in their celebration photos, or am I bugging?
Are we going to see them lose the title soon? Is that what this is leading to? Like he's going to start focusing too much on the Heritage Cup? And he's going to lose focus of the tag team champions? Is that how they're going to do this and cause them to lose that way?
I don't know. And I mean, Cam makes a good question with you asking that question. Does Nathan Frazier turn on Axiom?
Yeah, it essentially ties right into what I was just saying. So it works out pretty good. Yeah, I mean, it could be. You can get Nathan Frazier heel turn. And it actually goes over to another tag team. So
Mini Rollins.
I'm curious as to where this is going to go. I'm excited for it. I mean, they're great in the ring, but that's not always everything.
Yeah.
Next, we had the main event for the evening. And this was the main event match. It wasn't the main event segment. This was Javon Evans versus Shawn Spears. And
oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Javon Evans just keeps impressing me every single week.
For real.
But man, that bump he took off of over the ropes to right on this corner of the table. Ooh, I felt that.
Yeah.
What were we gonna say, Jax?
I forgot his name already.
Javon Evans.
That motherfucker can go.
Cam said he got a good old AEW ass whoop.
I mean, I think they both had a real good match.
I agree. Like, Javon Evans just does, like, this guy does not know when to stop putting his foot on the gas, and it's great.
No, this guy, he's gonna be good for years to come. Like, everybody was hyped up about it when he got signed for WWE. Now I understand why. This kid is good. He's only 20 as well. Like, he has lots of time left. Now we come to the last segment of the show.
Roxanne's State
this
of
was
the Women's...
Roxanne Perez State of the Women's Division.
Yeah, State of the Women's Division address. I'm just like, what in the politics? No, I'm kidding.
I loved how they did the camera work to start this, though, with just the names on the back and then the spotlight right on her.
Yeah,
and I don't know. I don't think she should have kept the belt. I think we should have been seeing Jordan Grace here, but it is what it is. But now the waters are muddied because you had 5 different people come out and try to say that they were owed the title shot and trying to be the next people in line. You had Lash Legend coming out with Jakara Jackson. You had JC Jane coming out with Jasmine Nix. What?
That was the other thing.
Losing the North American match.
And then who was the? And then you had Jada Parker, right?
Yeah.
But in reference to what Phil was just doing, I remembered it as I started talking about this. There was a segment earlier in the night with Cody Rhodes, and he saw JC Jane coming out of Ava Rain's office.
With Jasmine.
With Jasmine. And he had a paper bag with him. And he took out his mask from when he broke his nose, handed it to her, and Jasmine goes, dashing.
Wow! You're only smoking mirrors.
Dashing JC Jane, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah,
I've been saying it all night.
undashing JC Jane. It's crazy.
You're only smoking mirrors.
You're only smoking mirrors tonight. Let's go.
This, I don't know. This got pretty crazy pretty quickly.
And with the whoa.
Oh, and Lola Vice was also out there.
Oh yeah, Lola was out there too.
And everybody started going at each other. You had JC get thrown out with Jasmine. You had Lash get thrown out with Chikara. And then you had Jada get thrown out as well. And then you had Lola and Roxanne standing tall together.
Yeah.
But Lola was standing behind Roxanne and just kept staring at the belt. Like, bitch, that shit's going to be mine.
Yeah.
If that's the next matchup, I'm okay with that. Because I feel like that can actually be a good match.
That would slap.
I really wanted it to be another person from TNA.
No, so I mean, yeah.
But I'm okay with this direction if this is who she's going to fight off, because that means that winning the NXT Underground match meant something.
Right. It could change the entire narrative. It can change the entire narrative.
I was gonna say, Cam, she's already a heel, but
Yeah,
I knew what
she's
you were
just
trying to
wearing
say.
it.
When she's heel, LOL.
She's just not wearing it to wear it.
I really thought the way she was talking, we were getting Mandy Rose back tonight. Like, it just seemed like it was setting up for that.
Could you imagine that though? They're talking. All of a sudden, you just hear the toxic down. Like what?
I mean, I'm sure she's not going to come back because she's making way too much money doing the other stuff. But
that's right. That's right, Kim. It could have been the toxic or the
Mandy. Yeah. But anything else we want to touch on from NXT tonight?
Oh,
nothing I can think of.
Yeah, she definitely is.
Fan time ranking.
Freaking ads. I mean, you work for a company that gets you a free subscription.
Cody says the former AEW guys are in a good spot. Yeah, Cam, absolutely.
And they all four were together. Jax, what did you say? What were you saying in our chat when we were?
There's four of them. I just want to see a new rendition of the Four Horsemen. I think them three, because I'll be honest, man, I could until tonight. I always knew that like Ethan Page could be a star. Shawn Spears
Cam, fuck you, Tony. God, you're
but Lexus King kind of had me worried, but seeing him next to the four, I'm thinking, fuck, Lexus King's going to be a big star one day too. Like that picture right there tonight shows you how AEW has dropped the ball in some cases.
The next one that we're gonna see is gonna be Ricky Starks.
That'd be badass.
The revolution is televised. Come on. Like he's gonna come. He's just gonna walk out. He's gonna walk out and then just score and then just hit the. Like it'll be brilliant. Oh my gosh!
But anything else we want to touch base on NXT tonight?
Mike, PTO or PCO? Just asking. Man, she clocked. Oh my god.
All right, let's close out the tab for the evening. Phil, where can we find you?
Okie dokie. So, for all of you that have stayed till the very end, on behalf of the of Scalz and Jax, I just want to say thank you all for showing up tonight. We're gonna have another great one next week. But if you enjoyed sticking around talking about NXT and still like to see this beautiful face gracing your screens, check me out on all my socials, Twitter, IG, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, all that fun stuff right at the name you see down under right there, Field of Future. That's where you can always find me here every Tuesday night for NXT on Tap. Still waiting for my next appearance to be on the Boss Bitch Trivia Show, which would be on Thursday nights. I am still the reigning defending undisputed Boss Bitch Trivia World Champion. I'm still looking for another opponent. Please let it happen sometime soon. I feel like Roman Reigns at this point. I haven't had a match in a while, and I just want to wreck somebody and leave. Yeah, all that good stuff.
Jax?
Find me here every Tuesday. NXT on Tap every Sunday on Rivet City Radio. For bot spots and chair shots. Head over to YouTube at youtube.com at boyfriend time. Check out one of the reacts video. We're dropping one Thursday. So yeah, anywhere else, follow me on Twitter, Jaxpo2020.
I'm Scalz. You can follow him here on Off the Top Media on both Twitch and YouTube, as well as Off the Top Media _ on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. I host NXT on Tap with these two amazing gentlemen, and then I host Friday Night Review on Off the Top Media with Cam and whoever else we get. This week we will be doing a special episode on Friday, so be on the lookout for the posts that I'm going to be putting out tomorrow and Thursday to advertise it. Make sure that you guys are there having fun with us. It's going to be a great show. Again, make sure you like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight, and we'll catch y'all soon. Have a great evening.